Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. I am Nancy. It is Thursday, and you know I love to go thrifting on Thursdays. So this is this week's video. Now I did want to let you know, I know this is a gardening channel, and I have been working on a wonderful gardening video. A friend of mine asked me to come and to do her pool and outside area, very tropical, absolutely gorgeous. And I worked on it last week. I had planned on Monday to go back and she was going to have the pool open and we were just going to have this grand reveal. And we have absolutely had the worst weather in Kentucky the last 4 days. So everything has we've been batting down the hatches. That's what we've been doing. So I promise, just as soon as I can, I will have that video out, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. But let's get into this video. So I stopped at Portland Cares. It's a small thrift store in Portland, Tennessee, and the money that they make, all the items are donated. The money that they make, they give back to the community. And so I really love to shop in there. And I tell you what, I just absolutely had a blast this shopping trip. I spent right at $47. I think that was the total because I paid some cash for some things. But let's get into this week's haul. So these are a couple of things that I picked up for Cameron. These are just some magnets. This is, oops, I got it upside down. This is the Star Spangled Banner, but if you've ever been anywhere and purchased these little magnets, you know, they're expensive. These were 50 cents a piece, so I picked up 2 of those for Cam. I did find this little, this plate. This was 50 cents, and it's a Currier and Ives pattern. And it needs to be cleaned. It's not very clean, but I have been doing really well selling on eBay, selling these individual plates. I'm trying to get where the sun's not in your eye. The sun has finally come out, thank goodness. But yeah, I'll put this on in my eBay store. So something else, somehow they got a whole, get that a little bit closer. It's just vitamins D3. Cam and I both take these. It's Nature Bounty, which is what I find at Walmart. These don't expire till 2025. $3. So I have been buying our vitamins from there, and he happened to need some vitamin D. So another thing that I picked up, I have been picking up good leather, in good shape leather Bibles and reselling these on eBay, and the average price that I'm getting for these is about $20. And you know, I really like the fact that they're generally half price of what they would be. Like this is a Zondervan Bible right here. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I'm making a little profit. They're getting what they want for half price, and it's not going to the landfill. So I just happen to be finding Bibles. Okay, so I have some really exciting finds. 2 finds in particular that I'm super excited about, but I think I'm going to save those to the end. But this was something else. I love to pick up things for my garden, so I found this little flag, really good shape. It was $1.50, so I had an empty flag holder that I could fill for that. This I picked up. It's just a storage box. I paid $1.50 for this. Has a rooster on it. But I'm going to use this for seed storage. I like to find different decorative things for seed storage. So I picked that up for seed storage. This I will use to set plants on. It is a plant stand. I paid $4.25 for it. And honestly, I can use it inside and out. It's really clean. So if I were staging like a buffet, I could even use this as a riser. This is really nice. I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's not that terribly heavy, but it's not light. But yeah, I just thought that this was really pretty. So for $4.25, I knew I could use that somewhere. So I'm in the process of having a pergola installed where I'm going to be able to have a setting area and also a potting bench. And the setting area that I'm going to have, it was a piece of furniture that had been in our barn, gosh, I don't know, 35 years. And last year I got it out and brought it to my house here in Franklin. So I'm going to use these pillows. I think these pillows were $1 a piece, but they're really good. I've got some different material that I'm going to use just kind of for the shabby chic look, so that the area that I'm trying to decorate, this is going to be the colors that I'll be looking for. So I happened to pick up these two really nice pillows, and right now I have some pillows on there, but they're smaller. And after sitting on it a couple of times, I realized that I needed bigger pillows for that. So I was happy to have found those. So let's see, another thing that I found, look at this dress, you all. It's probably one of those dresses that either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I happen to love it. And we are taking the boys to Disney soon, and we usually go out to eat one night. We try to go out to a really nice place to eat. So I thought I would wear this. I just think it's fancy, it's hand beaded. I mean, it is just gorgeous. There's some sequins, there's a lot of beading to it. I paid $7.25 for this. So like I said, I was looking for something somewhat fancy to wear out to dinner while on vacation, and then I'll probably resell it, and maybe somebody else can enjoy it for a special night out for them. So I was happy about that. And I have mentioned on here several times that I pick up these woven tapestries. Look who I found! Who recognizes this guy? But I will put him in my eBay store, and I'll list these for $34.99 with an open to offers. So I was happy to find that. It seemed like it was in really good shape. Boy, we're moving right along fast on here. So I'm in the process of redoing some of my walls in my dressing room. So I found these two prints. There's two of them here. I paid $5.25 for each of them. This is what they look like on the back. I don't know the size of them. I really, and I've spoken about this before, if you are buying a print, you want to make sure that your print isn't faded. It can be a wonderful print, but if it's been sitting where the sunlight has hit it and it's faded, then it's really, it may not be that desirable. But I thought this was trying to get the glare off of it, it was a really interesting print. It'll kind of go with my theme. So there was two of those, which would have been $10.50 for those. So I'll get those. Nothing has had the tags taken off, been steamed, cleaned, nothing. So this will all look better when it gets cleaned. So I found those. Now, apparently, someone had donated, I'm going to save the biggest item, the best item for last. So apparently someone had donated their scarf collection. So I picked these scarves up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7. They're normally, I'm going to show them to you individually. They are normally 50 cents a piece. These were marked up to $1 because I guess they considered them some of the better ones. But I just love to wear scarves. And you know, I was thinking about this the other day. The older I get, the more I want to wear brooches and scarves. I guess it's just something that comes with age. I don't really know. But I checked and there was hundreds of scarves in there. But I just sort of went through these. I have a scarf collection here, and as some of you know, I have a house at my family farm, my dad's farm, and so I'm buying scarves to take there. So I kind of wanted, a different collection of scarves because I don't want to have to take things between houses. So the scarves that I bought today, I'm going to keep all except for one, and it turned out to be somewhat valuable. So I am going to put that on eBay, but that'll be the last one I show you. Let me show you some of these scarves. I love the size, I love the color. This one actually looks like a vintage, see if you can see that, a vintage label, and I haven't looked that up, but I love the colors in this. So it almost go with what I've got on today. But I'm going to keep this just to take to the farm, and I usually hang mine up and steam them so that they've just been wrinkled, so these don't look their best. But look at this. Is this not the prettiest scarf? They've still got the price on it, $1. Look how pretty that is. Like I said, it's terribly wrinkled, but when I was checking them, I just sort of ran my fingers over the material, to make sure that there was no holes. Well, there's another label. Let me put my glasses on. I didn't see this label earlier. Let's see what this says. Pure silk, designed and hand screened in the USA. I knew this was a good quality scarf. I love the colors. I think it looks so feminine, but I'm telling you all, when I say I trust my touch, I am just getting better and better and better at being able to pick something up, to feel of it and feel whether or not it is a high quality item. And so these were the scarves that I picked out. Had no idea this was 100% silk, but I knew that I really liked everything about this scarf. So just tickled to death to have this. Okay, here's another one that I just thought felt so good. Made in England, Liberty of England. There is, I do remember seeing this. I did see, I don't know if you can see that. I did see this on here. So I had a feeling this was a really good scarf. It just feels so good. And again, I'll look it over good. None of the threads are broken. Oh, I paid $1.25 for this one, y'all. So paid up for that one, but this is, I thought, just a beautiful, beautiful scarf. And if you're like me and you like to eat cupcakes and cookies and you might have more than one chin, scarves are your friend. They really are your friend. Okay, so the next two considering that we just had the Kentucky Derby, of course, I was drawn to these. Look how pretty those are. This one was $1. Still have the tag on there. And again, I went over it really carefully to make sure there was no holes or anything like that. But I just love this scarf. I think this one is really pretty. So that one reminded me of the Kentucky Derby. I love anything equestrian. And then this one also. Look at this one. Let's see. Goes like this. Paid $1 for this one. I just thought that was the prettiest scarf. And yeah, I've got lots of things I could wear this with. So it looks like this one was $1. Okay, so the one scarf that I picked up to resell on eBay, I knew as soon as I picked it up that this was a special scarf. Like I knew I paid $1.50 for this one, but I went through and I was looking at it and I can feel it. I can feel the quality, and I was looking at the pictures on it. I'll show you some of the pictures. But I just couldn't quite put it all together. So when I got home, I laid this out and I took a photo of it, and I went to eBay and searched the image. And turns out this is a scarf that was made by Talbot's for cancer survivors. It's a limited edition, and there's one listed on there right now for $35, and I'll put that picture up on the screen for you so you can see what I see and how I determine the value of these. So I am going to, of the things that I've picked up today, I'm going to sell this on eBay. I'm going to sell the Duck Dynasty tapestry wall hanging throw, and I will wear my fancy dress and then I'll resell it. But this is the item that I am just thrilled about. And if you could have seen, I should have taken a picture, I didn't even think about it, but if you could have seen where I found this, it was just crumpled up with a bunch of blankets and bedding items and stuff like that. And so I go over, I think there was 4 shelves, and I just carefully go over one shelf at a time, because if I just tried to look at it, I would be so overwhelmed I wouldn't see anything. So I just take one shelf and go over, and if I see something that catches my eye, then the next thing I do is I fill of it. This was the 3rd shelf down. It was kind of just crammed in the back, and as soon as I touched it, I knew this is nice. This is really nice. So let me scoot this over here and get it out of the way. So as it turns out, I opened it up and I recognized that it is a duvet cover. And the way I could tell that is because at the top of it, it has the buttons where you put your comforter down in this. So you can take this off and it can be laundered or whatever. So I could feel it, it just feels like silk. So the next thing I did, I started looking for tags. And the tags are usually right in the corners. Y'all look. Ralph Lauren. And then it says made in Italy, sewn in USA. So I was like, it was $5.25. So I look over it. I mean, I stood there, I did just like I'm doing right here. I look over every single button. I look over every single inch because I want to know if there's any flaws whatsoever in this duvet. And you know, I had it in my buggy just like I have it on the table here, and that's what I do. I just stand there and I just look it over. You know, I want to look it over and make sure that the quality is there, because if I know I'm buying something for my eBay shop, then it's important for the quality to be there. I don't want to, you know, I will sell things that aren't 100%, but I always note that. But looking over this, I went over every square inch of it and I could not find a flaw. So I came home with it and I didn't even bother to look up any comps on eBay while I was in the store, because I knew that it was a duvet, I knew that it was a Ralph Lauren, and I knew that it was going to be valuable. So in my mind, I was thinking, gosh, I bet you I could get $90 for this. So I came home and I decided to start trying to find, there was a number on the tag that I showed you. So I started doing some Googling on that tag number. And if you're going to be buying and you're really concerned about quality, learn to read labels. That is the best advice that I can give you. If you learn your labels and learn how to read those labels, I mean, it just tells you so much about whatever it is you're wanting to buy. So what I did, I took a picture of this pattern and I came up with the name of this, like what the exact name of this. And turns out it's a little bit more valuable than what I initially realized. So currently there is a duvet, this duvet, now it's sealed and in the package, it's listed on eBay, I'm going to put the photo up, for $1,300. Now obviously mine is not brand new, it's pre-owned. However, it is in excellent condition, and I am thinking that I'm going to put $900 on this and just see. But I spent quite a while researching this item, especially the sold items, to see what sells, and just one king flat sheet is averaging $250. So, you know, I'll put it up for $900, see what happens. I mean, I may not get that, but whatever I get, I'm going to be tickled to death with it. And that's just more items that more things I can do at the farm. You know, that's why I'm doing this, is to be able to fund garden projects and to have things done at the farm. But I would just really encourage anybody, and I know I see this all the time, people are like, how do I make my money go further? And in my case, it was like there was just no money there to go further. If I wanted, you know, to do garden projects and to do projects at the farm, I had to produce more money. And this is the way that I came up to do it, is to sell on eBay. And so far, you know, I've been very happy with what I've done. No complaints whatsoever. Not you know, I've had really good sales, and I've just tried my best to make sure that, you know, I buy quality items and I give the correct descriptions, take lots of photos. I'm not trying to scam anybody or dupe anybody. But so far, my experience has been really, really good with doing this. And you know, for me at my age, it's something that I really think I'll do, you know, as long as I can go out and source and then bring it home and photograph it and when it sells, pack it up and take it to the post office. You know, this is something that I could do for the next 15, 20 years. So, and I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy finding these treasures, and there's just so many treasures out there to be found. You've seen this if you've watched any of my videos, but you have to know what you're looking for. So once you know, learn some of the secrets, I guess, to buying, which is learning to read your labels, anything glass, I always take my fingertips and go over it because I can feel more with my fingers than I can see with my eyes, even with my readers on. So that's a couple of things, and I'm just learning as I go. And also, the tools that we have right on our phones these days, like with the Google Lens, oh my goodness, it identifies everything. You know, at least it gives you a place to start, and then you can go from there to see, you know, what exactly do I have. But I love this, and I can see, I put up a rain gauge. I bought a rain gauge for Cameron to be able to go out and check when it rains and then to record it. Just little things like that. Being able to buy roses for my garden, things that I just don't have the budget for if I wasn't doing something extra. So I'm just so thrilled and happy with everything, and I just appreciate all of you. I really appreciate your feedback. I just feel like I have the kindest people that follow this channel, and I'm so thankful for all of you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I do have another video that I'm this close to finishing. We just have to have the weather to finish it up, but I think you're really gonna enjoy it. We had a lot of fun doing it, and I will tell you, when we went to go buy the plants, we took a full-size truck and a trailer, and it was filled. So it was so much fun, so much fun, so much color, so many beautiful plants. But I am just rambling on, but I appreciate all of you all, and I will see you in the next video.